That was a thing.
Is in Minnesota still to this day.
Ocho.
Or I would still do to this day.
I would do dodgeball. I think that was awesome. But, I mean, it's just...
Yeah, dodgeball I would still do to this day. That'd be something that I would love to do. You know?
Much better than throwing red rubber in somebody's face.
Exactly. So, I mean...
I think this kid's my kid.
I mean,
I love him.
I think it's a generational thing where rollerblading was the shit. Roller hockey became popular. Then there was the kickball, frisbee golf, fucking dodgeball. You know, every generation kind of has their little. And I'm not even going to say like a generation, because when you say generation, that means like 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
Things have been like in a 5-year gap.
It's the 90s fault.
Yeah. There you go, yeah. And it's like a 5-year period you get to do this thing before the next big thing comes along. Because
I see that.
Even basketball had its moments.
Basketball.
Yes, when that movie came out, it was popular for like fucking 5 minutes.
That's the flavor of the month. Is
exactly, pretty much, yeah. So
now, what would you call like? What would you call like the guys that were doing the breaking and all that?
That was a generation thing. Breakdancing was a generation thing because that stayed for a long fucking time. You know, that wasn't just some fucking street fad. You know, that was for some guys life.
And then the mid '90s happened.
You know, and then I mean, hey, dance crews. That became a thing.
ABDC.
There you go. You know, it was all these. You know, like. Even in clubs, like in grown-up people clubs, like you're going there to pick up chicks.
As opposed to
these guys are going. I know, right? You ever been doing a toddler nightclub? It's awesome. So
we got the best milk on tap.
Exactly, right? You know, hey, have you tried this one? It's a fucking stout. It comes out of this chick's tit. You know, try a Maryland 52. So, but even like dance crews were a thing. Remember in the clubs, they were like literally.
Yeah.
What you saw on TV of these.
There you go.
Dodge, like, what the fuck?
With the meanest looking on their face.
Yes.
Like they just took the biggest shit they've ever taken.
Yes.
And they didn't even fight till they were outside.
It was like watching fucking Beach Street. Remember that? Did you ever see Beach Street?
Yeah.
It was the East Coast version of breaking.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. But, yeah, I remember all that, man. But I see. What do you think your generation, your kids, what is it that they're gonna have? What do you think that you guys are gonna have?
Honestly, what I think we're gonna have is
Crystal Pepsi,
mumble rap.
I think we're gonna, if we're gonna talk about music, it's gonna
mumble
be,
rap.
EDM.
EDM. Okay, I see that. I see that.
We're gonna talk about like what we're gonna have is our own little like froth kind of bullshit. Definitely anything that has to do with coding, computers, any kind of electronic deal, because it's booming right now. Just imagine what our kids are going to learn. I mean, we're trying to learn this shit now, catching up to it.
And that's what I'm talking about with cursive.
Fuck cursive.
See what I mean?
When's the last time you wrote something in cursive?
Right now, I just signed my name to pay my bill.
And
but
that's
what I'm
the
saying,
only thing you know.
That is how I am gonna know. I can write you a letter in cursive.
You can write me the whole alphabet right now in cursive.
Yes, I could. Oh shit, she heard you. Here she goes. You just challenged her.
Here we go.
Here we go. So I'm saying, in 50 years, when I'm old, I'm taking over this country with peanut dust and cursive.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Peanut dust.
Everybody's going to be allergic to peanuts. You know, half of the peanut allergies now are because parents were afraid that their child had a peanut allergy and never fed their children peanuts.
And now they have no immunity.
And now, exactly. I mean, the good old days of mud pies, which is where parents pay attention where your child's immune system comes from. It comes from going outside and eating toxic dirt.
There we go. And making poopy castles.
There we go. And that's what it is. And that's why, in 50 years, peanut dust, I win. Done.
Best $50 you've ever paid.
Exactly.
It's done. You remind me of Stewie right now.
I mean, it's not like okay, I think this is stupid, but I do think that, you know, handwriting, that's important. Because we're losing that. It wasn't that, oh, it's no use to it. It's just that the texting, the computers, keyboarding, which is called keyboarding. Remember when it was called typing? Exactly. So
isn't keyboarding an instrument?
No.
Like you play that on stage.
A typewriter. Well, that's what they call typing, is keyboarding in class.
So what do we call it with the electric piano on stage, man? Like
the 80s. The 80s.
Yeah, piano.
Ska?
I don't know.
Ska?
Dude,
no, go there.
And by the way,
there's
EDC?
so many.
EDM.
EDM. No, EDC.
I was going to say EDC.
EDC.
Oh, you mean the actual...
EDS, where they do EDM.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh my god, dude. You ever tried mescaline?
Mescaline.
Yes.
I just did regular drugs. I don't know what.
Now here's the kicker. It goes on like either a week before or a week after AVN.
Oh no!
So we could go a week early.
Remember, we were there.
That one year it hit side by side. It was fucking insane.
It was the first year.
Emotions you're making.
Yeah, it was the first year that they were doing that. It was the first year they were doing that out there, and we were at AVN for the Adult Awards, and it went off, dude. I mean, there was people in G-strings, like just craziest shit ever, dude.
Presenting the code of the future.
Yeah, cheeky bastard.
Yes. Yeah. She can do uppercase, lowercase. She's good.
Mean, you've proven me wrong already.
I
got 30.
I just wanted to say that I see these new things coming, that things that we grew up with, that we looked at, and I see them for you guys. Like my granddaughter will never know what it's like to
listen to Metallica?
real quick. To have no computer.
I do have to say this. Without cursive, how are you going to know how to lick pussy?
Oh, see, no.
That doesn't. Yes. Is there a lady that does not mind about talking about oral sex? Because when you move that tongue to the alphabet on a woman's clitoris, she makes awesome fucking noises.
Okay, Andrew Dice Clay. Yes, period. I was going to say it. I don't really.
I'm just saying, try the alphabet. Tonight, dude, you can spell fucked up shit, too. That's what's hilarious. You can spell you fucking bitch, I hate you, and she's still going to be. Exactly, you can spell all this awesome shit on her twat, and she's coming.
But
that's
would
awesome.
She know that you were doing it?
Unless.
But is she gonna know that you were spelling that out if you?
Oh my god! You know what? I never fucking asked. Hey, did you realize what I was spelling?
Hey, go ahead, film it tonight. Sweetie? Tell me.
Well, she hasn't kicked me out, so I think we're good.
All right.
Because I spelled some god awful shit.
Yeah, you like
the parts of the argument you don't get to yell.
Exactly. Talk to me like that, will you?
So if you could take one thing out of the 80s, what would it be?
Hairbands. All the fucking way.
You like Al, like you don't want them there, or you love them?
I want them back.
You want hairbands? I
want them to stay forever.
You miss hairbands?
I love hairbands.
All right. So what's your favorite hairband?
Either Twisted Sister or Scorpions.
Good fucking bands, both of them. Okay, all right. 90s, what would you take?
See, now, when we're talking about the 90s, we're talking about the start of my favorite kind of music, and that would be either techno or EDM.
Wow. Okay, so what do you think is the first band in the 90s that you would equate that to?
Daft Punk.
Honestly, I couldn't give that to you.
Really?
Yeah, no, I couldn't, because... Easy to say, I forget names like that. I could remember a fucking name for years, and then all of a sudden it just disappears.
When you go backwards, though, from EDM, I mean, you end up with what was essentially house music.
Oh,
right.
House music.
Remember, yes, you go backwards, and that's why I'm not going to say, I'm not going to get all musically historic and say that's where it came from, because I don't know. But what I see, if I go backwards in time to that type of music, you end up with what was considered house music.
Well, one of the first bands that synthesized was Yaz, Depeche Mode, and stuff like that, where they were really bringing in like synthesizers, Nigel Frann, and who else? Oh my God, I can't think of his name. But those guys were playing, even Bowie was, doing stuff on synthesizers that were still in songs and stuff like that, but not not
by itself.
Not by itself, and there was instrumentals and there was stuff like that, but not like it is now. It's huge now.
Now it's just even better. You got hard style.
Yes, but what's really pissing me off about this whole EDM movement?
Nothing.
A lot of it, like, I was listening to a group, I want to say EC Twins. They're not very, I don't think they're like a big, but it just sounds to me like it's like, I'm going to take this song, bring it over here, and then add,
I had a very detailed conversation with somebody, and they're still here, actually.
I knew.
About how hard it is.
Are you on the clock?
No, not at all, actually.
Just kidding.
How hard it is to make a memorable song like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because so much of it nowadays is just some easy button pushing, mixing another song into another, like Pitch Perfect, and then throwing some hard bass into it.
Yes.
My whole counter argument was, can you make it original? Can you make it popular? Because there's so much of it out there. It's such a booming industry right now because so many people can do it now with our electronics. It's not something hard to do. You don't have to go out there and find the software.
And one of the hard parts was flooding the market. It was kind of like reggaeton. And I loved the way I said that. I said it in the widest way. Reggaeton. Would you like some sauce on the reggaeton? But, the market got flooded with reggaeton. I mean, anybody who was Cuban or Puerto Rican and had a beat was given a contract immediately. Without actually listening to what they did. And the market just got so flooded with it. I mean, it was
that's where we are now.
I could see that. But you know what? The markets do that. Like I remember when Guns N' Roses got signed, 50 bands that all wore, fucking leather jackets and fucking headbands. Everybody got signed. Everybody got signed, and they were trying to make new Guns N' Roses, and they were trying to make all the new, that's all how it happens. But when I see my biggest thing to you is like to anybody that makes music, or like just try to make it good and different. You know what I mean? Try to add your and I mean something's got to be right because these DJs are making $85 million a year.
Exactly.
And so somebody's got to be liking them. They're playing. Like I just who's that mouse? The
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. I thought it was Ika Mouse.
Moss on a tree.
Wasn't it Ika Mouse?
Well, no. But what I'm saying is, I'm just telling you, that guy made $140 million last year.
Because he did something.
Oh, you know what? Hey,
yeah.
Bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on all of it. Music is so fucking back in the day, and that's what that was on my fucking list. YouTube channels. That's the shit to get into this day. Don't get into
like
music.
Monster Cat?
No.
That
Ryan
channel.
From Ryan's Toys. A 6-year-old boy made $11 million in 2017 off of his YouTube channels. Okay? I'm so putting my kid out there for the world to see.
Is he going to be
literally? I'm not bullshitting you. My son. I know, right? What it is
like Ben Margera.
It's literally a YouTube channel that all the kids are watching, not teenagers, but kids. If you see a little kid on a tablet, odds are they're watching Ryan's Toys. And all this little boy does is he literally, at 3 years old, his dad busted out a camera and filmed his son opening toys. Then he had the idea, let's talk about the toys. And he started talking about the toys, telling all the other children what you can do with this toy. Okay? It became so popular. Mattel, Lego, Disney, all these toy companies started sending the little boy toys to talk about on his YouTube channel. My son bases his day. What do you want for Christmas? I want this one that Ryan was talking about. That one that Ryan was talking about. This one that Ryan was. It's all about the Ryan. He's 6 years old now. Okay, and now it's more. There's his dad in the video, his mom in the video, stuff like that. But $11 million for a 6-year-old boy, and all they do is point a camera, and literally the videos have gotten to him playing around.
Well, I think all three of my granddaughters will watch that, but they all watch the other things too.
Yeah. So yeah, the egg surprise is a big thing. I know, and you know what? I think this year I am going to wrap kids' presents in eggs. I have all that cardboard at home. For $5, you bring me the present. I'll wrap it in an egg, and the kids can open up an egg surprise.
Okay. Yeah. I'm way not high enough to that. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. If you ever get a chance, look it up. Ryan's Toys. Also look
my
up.
Little brother. He's on YouTube all fucking.
Look up Egg Surprise, and it's all about these kids. That's what they do. Yeah.
That's his #1 video.
Egg Surprises. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I could see your kid doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see your kid.
And I think we should go to EDC Vegas this year.
And take me.
He's on and take me. I'm pretty sure we can get passes. It's not that hard.
It was incredibly hard this year for me. I tried so fucking hard to get those damn tickets.
Do you know where? It's at the Las Vegas Speedway. And here's how fucked up it is, okay? There's more people than there are parking spaces. So people literally walk from the Las Vegas Speedway, the new one, way the fuck out there, halfway to, what's the name of it? Myopa?
Or Beaner.
Because here's the problem. Uber can't get in. There's so many people that you cannot drive in. It takes you literally 4 or 5 hours to get from the Speedway to the Strip. So Uber can't get in. Literally.
That's awesome.
I know, right? Like, there's just all these fucking people tripping balls walking from the Vegas Speedway to the fucking Strip. There's literally
that was when we were there. That was one of the biggest problems. The cops were along the Las Vegas Strip,
and they were tripping balls.
No, because these people were walking in the middle of the street.
They were walking in the middle of the street,
tutus and fucking glow sticks all over the place.
Furry, glowy shit.
Yes.
So the
and
cops,
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? What the? And it was because of EDC.
Yeah, they were all tripping balls. So the cops were really having a problem with all the people walking into the middle of the street, So
what they've built is what I like to call the Boulevard of Lights. It's basically a row from the Vegas Speed Strip all the way down to downtown Vegas of ambulances. So because what's happening is they're so fucked up off of all the drugs that putting an ambulance every fucking 100 feet became ideal. Water stations set up by the city of Las Vegas. They took away the orange juice. So, and it's become this, okay, don't drive in. Get bussed in. And if you're going to be fucked up like that, just walk along the row of ambulances. And they bring in out-of-state ambulance companies to help to build this literal walkway. No, it's a walkway that you can see the lights, you can't miss it, so you can't get lost. Because they were finding people, when they first started doing it at the new Speedway, they were finding people lost in the desert.
Frying balls. Because
they would leave the event, not know where the fuck they're going, and tripping balls so fucking hard, they were walking into the desert.
Like, seriously, I'm not kidding you, like, the first time we saw it, he's absolutely right. There was guys in tutus walking with combat boots, like just in the middle of the street. And I'm like, what the fuck? And when I first saw it, I told him, I'm like, dude, are we being pranked? Like, is this a joke or what? Is that because these guys weren't like little tiny dudes. These dudes were big, buff dudes,
fuckers
wearing tutus and fucking. Guys in the Dick
Do you remember
Chong,
that Ace Ventura outfit?
Yeah, there we go.
Do you remember that when he was in the mental hospital with the pink tutu?
Yeah.
Exactly. It was that, but like football players.
They're all tatted up. But they're all tatted up, and they're all like, and they're just tripping. And we were just looking at each other, going like, "What the fuck? Like, what? And who am I to judge? I'm going to porn awards, okay? So it's like, but it was just. It was such a party, and then we heard after that people basically got lost on the way home and couldn't find anything because they were, tripping balls in the middle of the street.
All the yellow brick road,
yeah,
changing colors.
It really fucking is.
That's really what it is. But
I want to go. That and Burning Man, I think, would be on my bucket list.
I'd give my left nut to go to EDC.
Well, and you still got one, so that's good.
Have you been to Burning Man?
I would never go to Burning Man.
Why? You don't like bedazzling school buses?
I just think it's overhyped. I think it's just a lot of...
I think nowadays it is.
Art.
Nowadays it is. Back in the day, I think it was an art festival.
Back in the day, it was
and now it's just turned into like
a bunch of hipsters.
A bunch of guys without jobs going to get laid.
Yeah.
And if you're into dirty chicks, you'll find them there.
With handlebar mustaches.
Yes. I mean, chicks with dreadlocks, unintentional dreadlocks, they just haven't had a bath in about 5 years. If you like armpit hair and bedazzled buses, Burning Man's where you wanted to go.
Running your fingers through those fucking armpit
hairs. I know, right?
Normal?
I'm so sorry. We didn't know they still serve food. We're sorry.
Oh my God! But I really
Burning Man while we're eating.
We need to put those on our list of places we want to go do the show from. Is Burning Man and EDC Vegas?
I don't think you could do a show at EDC. Thinking your mic's.
I think somewhere between 9 and 10 a.m. we may be able to fit something in because that's when people that have gotten fucked up the night before are just starting to wake up.
Yeah, walking around like
exactly like what the who invited the Mexicans?
Yeah.
So
I think it's always I think there's a lot of places to do shows from that are going to be coming up. Like we did Comic-Con. Comic-Con was awesome. Comic-Con was really cool.
I busted my ass to get those press passes. I had to sell us. Like you know,
a little bit.
Yeah. I had to agree to do a threesome with C-3PO.
Yeah. But
it's not just a number, but it's a size.
Yeah. It was
they don't call him Goldenrod for nothing, you know.
It was we met a lot of cool people that I don't think we would have met, you know, anywhere else because the type of person that goes to Comic-Con and stuff like that, and they're so into like what they do. You know, they're so into what they do. So it was really cool. We went a lot of the dude from.
If I had my choice, though, I think I would rather hang out with the dudes from Comic-Con. And there's a reasoning behind that because those are the nerd guys. Those are the guys that are out there inventing the shiny shit that distract mouth breathers.
Right.
They really are. They're the guys that are running Silicon Valley and stuff like that. Because there's so much money involved in what they do in a regular life, that it's cool to be a nerd.
We just met somebody the other night, and they're worth like $6.7 billion, and they do nothing but
makes me sick.
And that's just what he has into the project that he's doing right now. And they do space things for everybody, like, you know, and he does space. Just space.
Right.
They do.
It was that kid that said, "I'm gonna go to Mars one day."
No,
and he is.
But
he's going to Mars.
Literally,
way there now.
Like the space station. He builds the formats for all the like stuff that goes up there. It's
That's
just
intense.
Amazing, man. Amazing the stuff that they're doing now. You know, but this guy and so what he does is he opens businesses and he funds movies and he funds arts and he funds. And they asked him like, "Why do you do it?" And he's like, "Why not? Like I don't ever have to worry about money for the rest of my life.
Period.
For not. He's all my 10 generations of grandchildren will never have to worry about money.
I wish I had that problem.
You know, and he says, and he's like, I want to help people with their dream. And so he goes around and he funds all these business, you know. Yeah. So it's really, really cool stuff.
Well, he didn't help Martin Luther King with his dream.
Yeah, well, you probably would have though. So
he probably would have.
But you know, it's just a lot of crazy things that. But I find it really funny, like some of the issues that your generation has compared to our generation and stuff like that goes down. And it goes everywhere from like sex to everything.
No backbone, soft hands.
We're dealing with.
But I think
the difference is we were disarming nuclear weapons. Here they're disarming senators.
See, you lost me.
Yeah, I think you're trying to make a point, and I see what you're trying to make.
But you see what I'm saying?
I see what
it's gone from saving the world to don't touch my ass.
Yeah, well, it's that too.
It really has. It's like, hey, let's not blow each other up. Dude, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Dude, don't blow me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's turned into that.
But I think, too, that, like you said, it has a lot to do with telecommunications. It has a lot to do with, like you said, there's still hard work jobs that people do. There's still hard work that
labor
needs to be done, manual labor, stuff like that. But like our kids are learning a technology and things that we've never had.
Yeah, they're learning ways around the hard
work. But the problem is, though, are they going to do anything with it? This generation.
Absolutely.
Now, hold on. This generation has been handed the world in their fucking hand. If I wanted to know something when I was a kid, I'd have to go to a library and hope to God that they had the book that I needed to find that information out.
Right.
My daughter nearly has to just open up her phone, Google it in. Or not even do that. All she has to do is say, hey, Google, and ask the question. And that knowledge is instantly theirs. They have the world in their hand, at their fingertips. But the question is, what are they going to do with that knowledge? Are they going to make a bunch of fucking fucked up 9-second Vine videos? Yes, I know. Vine is so last year. You know, say now it's 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
They got flooded so much that they just said, look, cut 2 seconds off.
But see, that's the thing. They've already started.
Or are they going to save the world?
They've already started something that is beyond anything we could have ever even comprehended.
Snapchat?
That's being closed in 2018.
Yeah, I know. I heard about that, yeah.
But no, they have actually created artificial intelligence.
That doesn't scare you. Did you not watch Terminator? Did Hollywood teach us nothing? 1, keep your hands to yourself. 2, Skynet is real.
But no, they actually have a robot that is self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
She creates everything off of the Google base.
See, I told you.
She gets all of the answers or whatever, but she actually has started to have conversation with different people outside of the company that she's seen in the last 5 years.
And that doesn't scare you?
No, not even close.
Really?
Yeah.
They're gonna take over. They're already replacing humans at Walmart.
At least they'll be smarter than we were.
And then they're gonna be so smart that they're gonna get rid of us.
I don't think they have to make a big
I'm sorry.
leap.
I've seen Terminator, and that thought scares me. Ever since IBM started playing chess, I've been scared. Okay, because they're gonna be smarter than us. These computers don't know fear. They don't know sympathy. They don't feel sorry for you. They can't negotiate with them. They're coming for us, and they're going to take over.
I'm good. I'm good on that. On that
note. Okay? All right? We'll be responsible for the darkened sky.
Sam, I just want to thank you so much for talking with us, man. Sam, it was nice meeting you, brother. Nice meeting you. And
beware of Skynet.
Yeah, beware of Skynet, my brother. Thank you so much, Sam. Pleasure talking to you, brother. So it is.
We've got like 5 minutes left, maybe 6.
Okay. So now.
Yeah, if you're buy your groceries. Yeah, you know you can do that now.
What?
You can hire somebody to bring you your fucking groceries.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Instacart.
You could.
Don't forget, you got Postmates. You don't have to do anything. And it scares me that we're putting our lives in the hand of these robots. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be all cute and fun in the beginning. It's sex and taking care of old people.
Don't take advantage.
But it scares me when Skynet becomes self-aware and then realizes that
I think.
If somebody says, "Hey, computer, figure out the biggest threat to humankind and eliminate it." Mankind is the biggest threat to mankind.
Okay, dude, I saw that in War Games. Okay,
yeah, right. Exactly. Would you like to play a game?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Okay.
Remember War Games?
Yeah, I remember that. When Siri first came out, I remember that. I asked Siri, if it would like to play a game, and it said thermonuclear war. Remember that? That was fucking great. I love that fucking movie. Yeah. It's hard to believe he turned out to be Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. Yeah. And on his day off.
On his day off, exactly.
So. Hey, who did we offend tonight?
Okay, I can tell you're not feeling well and you want to get out of here. So we're going to end a little early tonight. And tonight, first of all, let's thank. Give me a menu. Let's thank Big Shot. That was a few weeks ago. Let's thank Rubens for having us here tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Located on the corner of Avenue M. I fucked up. What is it? 255 East Avenue M, in the heart of beautiful, meth-addicted Lancaster, California. Come on out, folks. Come to Rubens. Let them know the Chorizo Brothers sent you, and they're going to charge you double. I promise. Okay? So, come on down. Tell everybody we said hi. Let them know we sent you.
Next week, we're going to have some good friends on the show.
Ooh, we're going to have people.
Yeah.
Who's going to be here? Who's going to be here?
I'm going to wait because I don't want to say something and they can't make it.
I can honestly say you look like shit right now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, my mental thing is fucked, but your physical thing is
I'm just tired.
Yeah,
but it's been a song grove. So who did we offend tonight?
Well, first of all, we'd like to once again wish Roger a happy birthday, but I don't think he's here.
No, Roger left.
Roger took off, so that list starts with Roger, my sister, Matt Lowry, Brad Pitt, and I wasn't keeping track during this whole time. But Cherry Pop Radio, welcome all you new listeners out there with Cherry Pop Radio.
Cherry Pop.
Keep listening. We're here every Monday. I don't know what time they're putting us on. And we're on the stream, but you know what? I'm going to set up something so all of our shows can play from our very own website.
Right on.
I'm going to do that as soon as I figure out how to work WordPress.
Just
Brad Pitt, Sam, we'd also like to apologize to Legless Horse, Rollerbladers, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. We can't wait to have you ladies back. I think they should bring back the Glow Girls. They were fucking awesome. The Bay City Rollers. And by the way, I finally remember the name of the roller derby team. It was the Bay City Bombers.
Bay City
Bombers. I used to go watch the Bay City Bombers beat the shit out of all of these chicks. It was fucking great. We'd also like to apologize to the state of Michigan, the state of Minnesota. Let's face it, you guys are both the same thing.
I think
Incorporate Wisconsin. Yeah. All the singers of reggaeton.
And Milwaukee.
Users of mescaline, EDC Vegas, Ryan from Ryan's Toys, my kid Isaiah, the guys at Comic Con, and Skynet. Remember, I was on your side the whole time, Skynet.
Well, as always, it's been a great night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, brother.
I have been drinking a little bit, so you always blame this on the alcohol. To my ex-wife, the judge, and her lawyer, if something happens to my daughter, it's on you.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that. Okay. So we'll see you next week, and we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And we're the Chorizo Brothers. We will be at AVN, and we will be throwing some parties. The 24th to the that Monday, the 27th.
You got it. All right. He finally got it. But hey, the room's all set. We're ready to fucking go. My bag was halfway packed.
You're scaring me. But we'll be at AVN, so we'll see everybody in Vegas, and we can't wait. Love you guys.
And we're out of here.
Oh, my God, dude.
Go throw up or